Welcome back, everyone, to Rubik's Craft SMP with your boy PNetCraft. You may have noticed I got a new pickaxe, but there's an issue. I checked out all the shops here, and they're all sold out of Unbreaking. There's a couple different bookshops here. Well, just two, so quite literally a couple. And neither of them have Unbreaking in their stock. I was able to get everything else I need for a Silk Touch pickaxe, which is the pickaxe I lost in last episode's unfortunate series of events. And not last episode, a couple episodes ago, but we kind of need the pickaxe power here. I don't know if we necessarily need Silk Touch specifically, but just in case we need it, because we've got a big project. While I head back to my base, I do want to mention that I got a little bit more clarification as to when the server is ending. It's actually on February 12th, I think is like the final fireworks show, while the next season will begin either on that day or sometime soon after that. I'm not entirely sure about that part, but I thought I actually had more time than I do, which means this episode is not the last episode. Excuse me, sir. I have important information to deliver. This episode is not the last episode, but it is the second to last episode. There'll be one more after this where I explore the base, if all things go according to plan. If you don't get another one of these, well, I'm sorry. But hopefully you'll get at least one more. And of course, February 12th is also when my server opens, which is pretty cool. If you didn't catch the announcement video I made last week, you can go watch that to find out more info on that. But basically, February 12th, the server IP is punysports.com, having a launch party, all right? So I hope I can see you there, get some PvP matches in, because it is a PvP server. This is the massive project. This has changed a lot since you've last seen it. I've carved out quite a bit of this already, and I had to go back and repair my tools and such. But the not having a Silk Touch pickaxe was getting a little bit annoying because, yeah, in my treasure room over here, I have a end chest that I've been meaning to break and replace, and now I finally can. So I can actually take this with me. And look, I actually want to put this back in here, like so, and so I could break it and take it with me. We're going to work on this more today, but of course, I do want to spend a little bit of time carving out that giant hole over there so that this pirate ship actually makes sense. And may I say that it is so nice having haste in here, because this stuff is breaking so much quicker than the tiny bit of mining I was doing earlier. Very much a good decision to fight the wither first. And as you can see, this curves a little bit, and I'm trying to carve out at least an outline, but it's tough, man, because we're dealing with quite a vertical distance here of ground to cover, but also a pretty hefty horizontal distance too. I'm pretty satisfied with the width of this water, which I did flood, by the way. It got a little bit difficult, especially when I ran out of smooth stone and had to use gravel and just pretend like nobody noticed. And don't mind that dirt stuff over there. Listen, we're running out of time here, okay? We're taking some shortcuts, but I do got to clear out all of this all the way over there so that this pirate ship, it's all for the sake of that pirate ship making sense of it being there. Is this a good, like, final episodes project? No, not really, but I've been wanting to get it done for so long that that's just it. I want to get it done because I've been wanting to for so long. And that, my friends, is what a dugout tunnel looks like. One that looks a little bit rough. Oh, did I really miss those blocks up there? It's rough looking, right? And that's okay. I don't think that's much of an issue. You know, sometimes caverns have stalactites hanging from the roofs and whatnot. And even though there are actual stalactites in this game now, still, I don't mind the rough cut so much. Mostly based on the fact that I don't have a lot of time to finish this, because we got other projects. We have at least 2 other things I want to work on this episode before the last episode next week, which, by the way, in case I didn't clarify, last episode of this season is next week, but there will be another Rubik's Craft season starting after. In fact, 2 seasons. One is a pre-season, which has a pretty fun game mode coming up, so stick around for that. And of course, there'll be an actual vanilla season coming sometime after that as well. And in the meantime, we've got a server that's opening up, so a PvP server that's opening up. So hopefully I can make some videos with that as well. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. Carved out a pretty big area. Haste made it go by not too long. Originally, I was also going to make an exit point right here, but it connects to a river. But I think I'm just gonna not do that. For one, there's time sakes, but also it's kind of cool having it be more secluded over here, right? I guess if it has 2 exits, it might feel a little bit open, because right now this is a pirate space, you know, and we've already got one pretty exposed place here. If I had more time in the series, I could probably dress this up or even make like a gate. That would be kind of cool, like a giant pirate gate. But alas, time has caught the best of me. I should probably get rid of this tree. It's time for this tree to go. I'm sorry, tree. I understand you really liked your place here, but can I get the rest of it? I will. I will. I'm a determined fella. But yeah, I think ultimately this is a finished hole, and we have other things we need to work on. So let's get to that right now. All right, check this out. We've now got our heads moved into the treasure room. I try to categorize them a little bit, but I just don't have enough heads to fully categorize, but I think I did an okay job. We have nether heads here with both striders, the blaze, and the ghast, and of course a continuation of the nether with some more nether goodies right there. We unfortunately did not get all the nether mobs. We were missing the zombie pigmen, and unfortunately we're just not going to be able to get it in the amount of time we have left. And I also don't want to cause World War III on the server by angering a bunch of pigmen in the nether. Multiplayer wise, you just gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. But I also have a section for horses, a little bit of an overworld section, an underwater section over here, and a hostile section over here. And I think that's gonna probably complete our entire head collection. It would be nice to have one more right here, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Another thing, I've actually been mining a little bit since last episode, and I've gotten some more diamonds. You may have noticed earlier when I was paying for things, but also some more gold. And what I want to do is actually tear this down for a little bit. Let's break as much of this as we can before we lose our effects. Okay, we actually got through a lot of it. So, pretty simply, I'm going to use gold on the second layer right here, and we actually have enough diamonds to make the top layer of diamonds. Unless, of course, I need to break it and buy something, but I don't think with our remaining time I'll need to do that. So let me grab the materials real quick, and there you have it. Now, as fun as it would be to also use lapis in this, because I do have a decent amount of that, unfortunately lapises don't actually contribute to beacon power, so we're just gonna have to have the double iron here, as I don't have any emeralds and there's no way I'm building the village farm this late in the season. But there you have it. I think that's gonna finish the treasure room. Okay, hang on. There's still a chance. There's still a chance we can get a zombie pigman head. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ah, rats. All right, I have the last project that we're working on today, as well as probably the last project in general of the season, from my perspective, of course. Is 3 going to be enough? I hope so. I don't have a ton of wool. I can't stack these. Oh, because I already placed this one. Well, that's interesting. So it has a tag now. Well, the last thing I'm working on is something I've also said I wanted to do, which is a little bit of a butcher stand by the chicken area, which would explain why we have our food chest right here. I can't go all out. I don't have much time. But I created a little bit of some wool and to represent like an awning, and use quartz to kind of break it up a little bit, of course. But I think this is also going to help if we just have these 3 right here, maybe. Could I even get away with making this 1 block lower? I think I can. I don't know. From afar, how does that look? I think that looks okay, like it's draping down. And then we got a little bit of a stand right here. This is where they would cut stuff. So what I want to also do is grab an item frame. Now, if I were extra crazy, I could go into the science that is armor stands, because we do have an armor stand data pack in here. But honestly, it's just going to take too much time to figure out how to use it. I'm not incredibly familiar with it, and I think the item frames will get the job done, essentially. So I just need 2 of them, really, and I didn't even make enough. Oh, okay, we've got an item frame here, an item frame here, and we're going to put a sword here, like so, and a cooked or uncooked. I guess it would be a cooked chicken, wouldn't it? Let's put a cooked chicken right here, and just to really sell it, let's place some little blood splats here and there. What's cool is we can actually now do the both types of blood splots, the cross and the dots. Let's just do that. And one over here maybe. And one here. It's a little bit gruesome, but you know, it's a butcher stand. Like that kind of stuff happens in butcher stands. It would be nice if I could like paint it on the walls, which maybe there's a way. It'd be tricky. I'd have to place redstone on top of a block here and then one on top as well. But it would obstruct the view to have a block there anyway. So we might just have to, let's put some secret blood up here. Why not? Let's just throw it down. There you go. No one's ever gonna see it, but why not? And yeah, that's, I mean, it's really simple, but it is a butcher stand. Listen, I don't have a lot of time, okay? So this is probably the least amount of time I've put into an element of the base. But with that, I think we have the base finished to the extent that it's going to be finished. And next episode, we're simply gonna take a tour of everything. I'm gonna share my thoughts on the season, my thoughts on the builds, my thoughts on anything else regarding the Rubik's Craft season, and just pay proper homage to leaving. There's also a fireworks show happening at some point. I'll try to record that if I can get involved, but it happens like right before the launch party of my server happens. I don't know if I'll have time because I might be focused on that, which, by the way, 2 p.m. Pacific, February 12th. Be there. It'll be fun. Some of the Rubik's Craft people will probably be there too, and some other of my friends and stuff. So we'll just hang out, play some battles, get ideas for kits, get some footage for a promo video that you can feature in if you join the launch party. So that's all happening February 12th at 2 p.m. Pacific, and that's going to do it for my second to last episode on the Rubik's Craft server, Season 8. And of course, we'll have another season coming around. And tune in next week for the final episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So long, goodbye, and farewell.